and my title is Life After Periscope. So I've got my headphones on because I'm playing around with my audio, and I'm trying to figure out, because I haven't been on Haps for a while, for a minute. So I'm trying to see, how do I see people when they come in. So I may go on my phone. Oh, there's Joanne. Hey, Peter. Hi. Hey, how are you? Dude, I went and got lights and I got a microphone, not just for Haps, but I got it because I'm going to be doing these talk story more often. So, all right, thank you for the high five award. Wow, the latency is awesome. I've been away too long. Is my audio too loud? Is it too, like, you know? Is it pixelated? Is it pixelated for everybody, or is it just for that one person? For boss, hey Tony, I can turn down my gain. I see. I'm new at this. I'm not a back office kind of a person. I'm usually the front end. So yeah, I haven't had time to be emotional process the whole idea of Periscope shutting down. But I will say I'm very, very blessed and fortunate that the guys at Haps have opened their doors so willingly. What camera? I'm using the Logitech. I don't even know. I think it's a C70 something. I'm about to buy another camera so I can do two angles. Hey Derek, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing multiple angles. I'm gonna be playing around. I'm not gonna be doing it myself. I just wanted to get it, and it's on Facebook Market, bro. I am such a sucker for Facebook Market. Facebook Market, there's a camera for $25, so I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. But the thing is, the guy that's selling a camera is literally on the other side of the island, and for us islanders, that's like not worth it. So I said, man, are you gonna be in Honolulu anytime, this weekend? So yeah, dude, check this out. Look at this mic. Oh, I got the Yeti. I was gonna buy the Samson, but this one is I'm comfortable with this one. So I think it's a something. I guess I can figure it. Can I figure it out while I'm live? Can I go into my settings and so is my video pixelated? I gotta troubleshoot that because I'm on my Wi-Fi. I have it's a Deco. What do they call those things? I got 3 devices and they create a blanket coverage over the whole house. Okay, so it's not me, the video. So hey Rob, good to see you, man. I had the Yeti black. I also had the Yeti blue one, and then I have the silver one. So there's so many good mics out there, but this mic is so easy. This is like the iPhone of microphones, to be honest with you. So yeah, I love the Yeti. They're so easy, and it's like you don't have to like. I'm sure if you really want to do voiceovers, you can probably get a better microphone. But I'm happy. $129, dude. That's yeah. So, anyways, life after Periscope. Like, what in the heck are we gonna do? Like, what are we doing? Come on! Oh, it's like But hey, um, being very, very straight up and honest and transparent, that transition from Periscope to Haps definitely is not easy, especially for people that has spent the last 6 years on Periscope. So one of the guys on my discussions on Twitter was trying to tell me, well, what's the difference? It's the same. No, I said, no, it's not. Twitter and Periscope are not. They're not the same. It's not as robust and rich. Twitter is like, it's like subject and verb. If you go to Periscope, you have subject, verb, prepositions, adjectives. You know what I mean? When you take, and then now Haps comes in the game, and Haps is like a whole nother planet because there's so many. I'm looking at my screen. I'm on my computer, and there's so many things. Like I can play around with these videos, and I didn't upload anything yet, but I'm gonna start playing around with it. And you can invite people. The only thing I'm still getting. Oh, there I see it. I see. So there's a running chat thingamajig on the left, and there's also an eyeball that shows either how many people are in or how many people have come in and said hello. Hey, Missy, how are you? Good to see you. Oh my gosh, Missy, the old Big Island crew. Yeah. Joanne, are you still on island? Because we didn't meet up yet, and I don't know why we're not meeting up. I think because we're just either we're so engraved in our life. It's cumulative. Okay, I think I like the cumulative better because for people that are new and they don't have friends, like if you don't have friends, it's like it boosts your confidence. Oh, I have 50 people. You left on Thursday. What the heck, man? So, but you're coming back, I'm guessing. So, I'm in my live. Well, so we have a den. I don't know what you would call it. So we have a I guess I'm gonna call it a family room where our kids we have a TV, and then this room behind me. This is our living room, I guess you could say. Thank you, brother Rob, um, for the high five award. So we have behind me we have the we call it a living room. So I didn't want any TVs in here. I just wanted a library. So we have a little library in here. Haps is very versatile for general broadcasting. You know what? Hey, I'm using StreamYard just because that's what we've been using. But can we post up people's comments in the screen on Habs? Can we fly their comments on the screen, kind of like how StreamYard and I think the other one, Restream, all those other. Can we put their comments up on the screen? You can. What? I figured. I mean, you couldn't. Yeah. You'd have to do the telephone. Let me see. How do I do this? Mute. Oh, present on screen. What? Oh, this is cool. Wait. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I am doing it. Oh, there we go. Oh, it goes on the top. Okay. Gotcha. Then can I take it off? How do I take it off? Oh, does it pop away after a minute? Hey, what's up, Ronnie? How you doing, bro? What the heck? It is new to me because I've been so busy. Oh, it pops away. Okay, like it. I like it. It's out of time. Okay, cool. Okay, we're in beta, right? We're still in beta. So if you hear kids screaming, those are my kids in the background. How you doing, Ronnie? If you guys don't know Ronnie, man, he was one of the hardest working musicians on Periscope uh, since I think I've met him, and I never got a chance to meet him organically, but is always like trying. Oh, dude, Ronnie, we gotta connect. I got some coffee, bro. This coffee is air roasted, super fancy. Yeah. So we are in beta, I believe. So there's going to be a lot of features. I'm sure they're going to trim down, or maybe they're going to fine tune. So was 30 seconds. Yeah, yeah. We're making changes all the time to improve. I better go to bed. Yeah. Thank you so much, Peter, for being here. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, Alex, how are you? How is life? I don't know. My life after Periscope ended about 2 years ago. Really, when you really break it down, I mean, I would come on once in a while, and then I think when Peter and his team, and they're all, I don't know if it's his team, but when the team at Haps came on board and started really marketing and reaching out to content creators, it kind of lit a little flame under my feet. So 2 to 5 seconds, that's perfect. And of course, that's dependent on their connection too, right? So uh, a lot of people will think, oh man, your internet's slow. Sometimes your upload or your download don't match up, and it's not optimum for depending on what you're watching. Or so I think my upload speed is 20 to 25 average. So in relation to you guys, all that means is like if I'm doing a live video or if I'm typing comments, etc., etc. Download is for like your guys' comments. So I believe. Now I'm not a techie person, so you know what? Hey, let me. Can I share my screen? Can I go onto the intranet? I should probably do my. Man, there's so many cool. I'm sure you can because if they have all these other things, man, Peter's awesome. But anyway, let me see if I can do this. I know you can because I've seen guys do it. But present. What? Dude, this is crazy. This is fun. I see it, but I should probably be cautious because I don't know if I put in my password. Well, let me just try. Let me just try it. Present. I'm gonna do it, but I can do it before. Oh, this is just like StreamYard. What the heck? This is just like StreamYard. This is so cool. Okay, we'll cancel that. So cool. This is really awesome. The only thing I gotta figure out, and I'll play around. Anyways, guys, do me a favor for those that are here live, or if you're in the replay, do me a favor, just out of curiosity, where did I meet you? If it's here, cool. If it's from another social media platform, let me know where. Um, I like it, Peter. It's very similar to StreamYard, so I'm comfortable with that. And the feature, oh, this is cool. Oh, I can change the brightness, program volume, fit in container. This is cool. I like it. Olivia Type, man, dude, she's awesome. Like, I'm blown away how Olivia Ty can speak so many languages and she can understand even double that. I know I exaggerate the heck out of it, but uh, yeah, dude, she can probably understand probably 12 to 15 different languages, maybe more because of dialects. And then on top of that, man, she's very private in one part of her life, so I won't share that part, but she's very public out there. And so I remember going out to California when we first met her. Man, she was so great. She's such a gracious host, a really gracious host. So you met on Periscope. Thank you, Shoshana. Did I say it right? And then my drone, Derek, you saw me. Yeah, dude, man, I where I got emotional and like in a good way. I was watching my old drone broadcast. I will say this: out of all the social media platforms, at one time, Periscope's team was very passionate about giving you a rich and robust drone experience, which was like really good. And then after a while, I guess they got too busy, or they just, I get it. These guys probably were getting paid, guys in Silicon Valley, I'm sure they get paid six figures easy, but then they're asked to do jobs with three people, right? And they probably don't have days off, which they kind of do, but when they go home, they probably still got it. So I can imagine their team was like, you know what, screw this, forget it. I'm not gonna. So, but anyways, the without sounding too techy or geeky, my drone scopes, man, I would go live with my drone, and I would take my drone out 2 to 3 miles, flying over straight up ocean, and that was the coolest memories I ever of going live. It's better than Facebook, and I'm not sure if that's something that we'll have in HAPS, but I know part of the success of that was them allowing us to use RTMP, blah blah blah, to go live with our drones, and that was one of the most amazing. It was beautiful. I mean, man, I went to just going to what we call the Mokulu Islands, going around, checking out the reefs. I did one broadcast. We saw whales. Yeah. Yeah, Peter. Good night, bro. Thank you for being here. But I remember seeing whales, and I was live doing broadcasting it live, and whales popped out and breached, and my kids were screaming. Like, wow. The 360, yeah, I used to do that too, and it's amazing when there's something that, and I think all of the companies now are smarter and wiser, but they were giving out free Insta 360 cameras, and I got one. I got two actually from Insta 360. And so they're so excited for the community, and they made those investments. So I think this time around, they're probably going to be a little bit smarter about it. But hey, Lenny, how are you, man? Good to see you. There were so many companies that saw the potential in live streaming that they were just giving us free products. It was crazy. Yeah, you got three. I got one for my iPhone, Joanne. I got one um, for my Samsung. I had a Samsung Galaxy S6. And that one was the Darth Vader Death Star bubble, and the iPhone one was, man, it was such a good camera. I loved it. I mean, for live streaming. Thank you, Lenny, for the thumbs up, or thank you. But yeah, so if I am to rewind and look and think about all the things, my first live stream broadcast was me standing a, a a door or something, and I didn't know what to do. I put my phone on the ground. It was hot. We're in Hawaii, of course, and I'm like shirts off. I was like all big and buff. I didn't have a belly like how I do now. I was really like into strength training. And I figured, you know what? I think that'll get their attention. And I had like 10 people watch. And I was like, what the heck is this app? This app sucks. And I remember Airborne 808, he's the one that got me into live streaming. He's the reason why uh, I actually took the bait. And between him, he and I, and then this guy Solomon, he's not really on live streaming anymore, I don't think. He's another Hawaii guy. Man, we took it by storm as far as Hawaii, and we just ran with it, just showing Hawaii everything from how to eat, how to travel, how to play music in Hawaii. Point of View was his username. He showed volcano. He showed like just beautiful things in Hawaii. Me, I was more of the like low quality, nothing super scenic, but I was in the water, and I would share my life, and I think part of that being vulnerable was, I think, the key to building a community. So drones, I'm not sure. I've been looking, so it's really up to Haps, their team. I'm not sure what it takes from the back end for them. Right now, they're just they're still in beta, so I think it's different once they get everything launched. So yeah, I see the RTMP locations, but I'm not sure. Does that mean like can we go live? I guess so. I don't know. I need somebody with a big brain to walk me through this. Dude, I got these. Joanne, oh, bro, I got these two ring lights. And I'm sorry my video quality is not great, but hey, Sev, how are you, man? Good to see you. I found these lights at Target. They were 50% off. They were like, they're $15. No, they were the $15. They're the ring lights. Thank you, Sev, for the award. What do we call those though? Can we say like super dollars or something? Something. I want to say something fancy, but we'll just say award. Thank you for the award. I guess award is in the theme of broadcasting. So thank you for the awards. Yeah. But yeah, I found these lights for $15. I got these tripods for $15. They're like 50% off at Target. Is it Target? At Target. Probably is like, what the heck? Today is my day. So I bought two ring lights and I bought two tripods. The tripods are for my camera, but I also have. So if you go on my profile, I think it's on there. My website, dorogilo.com, and of course, yeah. So, man, I'm such an amateur. For those that are watching, I'm assuming everybody knows me, but if you don't know me, I'm just a guy from Hawaii, born and raised. Blessed to do life here. I've been with my wife. We've been married. We've been together for it'll be 22 years. We have 4 children. Our oldest is, she just came back last year from Boston just because of COVID. So, are you going to be doing Twitter Live? Am I on Twitter Live now? That's one of my destinations from Haps, but I'm definitely going to do Twitter Live just to see. It's difficult. Like Twitter Live it's to me it's difficult, but yet, yeah. Donuts, yeah. Donuts. Which one? Which one do you want? We have Donut King. We have Krispy Kreme. So I am on Twitter Live. Okay. Now, see now Twitter Live. Twitter Live, is it landscape? Yeah. Now I'm sad you guys aren't here, Joanne. What the heck? Let me see if I can. Oh, so I have 2 screens. Interesting. Donut King. There's all kinds of. I don't know if I can upload. So I'm gonna play around my computer. Hopefully, it doesn't cause lag. Oh, look at this. Interesting. I'm gonna make some videos. I'm gonna show them to you guys. I think. You guys want to? You guys want to watch a video? Let me see if I can upload it. This is a video I made. So we feed homeless people. Let me see if I can. How do I do this, man? I view large icons. Oh, that's Mike Tyson. Quick. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm sorry if I missed a few comments. Walking. What is this? Walking. I don't know what video this is. Let me just try. I don't know what video this is. So let me see. Okay, it's uploading. So The Twitter Live thing that I was trying is kind of well. The Twitter Live is challenging for me because there's no bright red button. You gotta make it obvious, but theirs is like you gotta go through to click on a camera, and you gotta go swipe over this way, and then you'll see it. And I know it's like yeah, whatever. Hey Sean, how are you? Good to see you. I hope my audio is good. I'm like in my mic, so I, yeah, I'm using my son's it's technically mine, but I don't have an Xbox anymore. Well, I do have an Xbox, but I don't play it. This is my son's mic or headset when he plays Fortnite. So I'm gonna start doing. Oh, I'm on YouTube as well. So if you, yeah, getting back to who I am, and my wife and I, we pastor a church here in Hawaii. We've been pastoring for almost 3 years now, and man, well, that's loud. You can hear the cars going by. You get your COVID vaccine from Johnson and Johnson. Sorry, audio is what? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I can't. I'm scared to talk loud because I don't know how loud it is in your end. But vaccines, we're not gonna get too engraved in that. But I'm not getting vaccinated. Just it's a personal choice. It has nothing to do with my. It's not a conspiracy theory. Um, it's not a irresponsible mindset because I'm very responsible when we go out and we go shopping and we, you know what I mean. We go, when we go to restaurants and those kind of things. We're extremely responsible. It's just a personal preference. Hey, Nevia, did I say it right? Blessings from California. Well, blessings from Hawaii. But it's just a personal choice. Part of the thing is, I don't support the FDA as a whole, only because and it's not a conspiracy theory, but um, the FDA it's a federal organization. It's a federal, um, what do you call it? They're a federal. Well, I heard now 28%. Now Hawaii in itself, they've given out 500,000, I believe is the number I read, 500,000 vaccinations. Now there's a little catch to that. I don't think that's 500,000 people. So I think it's 500,000 if you count the double vaccination. That's what I think. I might be wrong. And so Hawaii was in the top 7 as far as getting vaccinations out. And here's a problem that I see is that you have to get vaccinated. Now I'm not saying you have. From the mindset is if people don't get vaccinated, the pharmaceutical industry is going to lose billions, if not maybe potentially, for future reference, $1 trillion. I don't know what the total amounts are, but Olympic Games in Tokyo will be cleared to start this summer. I don't know. They may have to do virtual Olympics. So, but as far as the vaccinations, the federal, the Food and Drug Administration. If you just think about that for a second, why in the world is there one office or one agency monitoring what we eat and monitoring what we take in as medications? Why do you have one's hands in both cookie jars? It's because one directly affects the other. And if one does not perform how it's supposed to, it's going to affect the other. So if you control the drug, you can control what they eat, vice versa. If you continue to allow certain things to pass through, now you have, and I'm not saying it's a negative, it can be, and I'm not saying conspiracy theory, but just think about it for a second. If they're telling you what you can take over the counter and what is approved or not approved by the FDA, then there's a control issue over what we take. Now I get it. There's some companies out there that shouldn't be doing business. So, but to get back to that, so if we value the FDA, if they say, hey, this drug or this supplement isn't approved or not approved, or hey, your food practices, your packaging, your sanitary conditions are not up to par, whatever. Well, Moderna and who's the other company? I can't remember. Is it Johnson and Johnson? Anyways, those two companies initially were the ones responsible for handing out the vaccinations. They are not approved by the FDA. They are not officially approved by the FDA. I think I will. I don't know about Easter. That's coming up pretty quick, Lenny. I will definitely do a cooking Pfizer. So they're not officially. If you research, and it's not a conspiracy theory. It's on their website. It's on CDC. It's um. Thank you for subscribing, Navia. Thank you. It's not conspiracy because it's on their website. It's on Pfizer's website. It's on everybody's website, and it is clear, and they're open about that they are not approved by the FDA, but they've been given an emergency use authorization, which means we'll kind of stamp our name on it, but there's not enough time for them to say we approve of this vaccine. So they've been given an emergency use authorization. So in other words, we authorize you to kind of nonchalantly stamp our name somewhere on a paper near your company. So, but the truth is, they're not approved by the FDA. And so for us, when I read that, okay, that's just confirmation. That just no conspiracy theory. It's just you know, hey Bill on Twitch. That's right. So you see what Joanne said. Joanne said, and they are not liable for they're not liable for any type of, what do you call that, injuries or death, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm gonna mute this for a second. Can I mute my mic? Okay, I'm gonna have my dogs are about to get loud. So yeah, they won't be held liable. Oh, okay, thank you. So they won't be held liable for any injuries, sickness, blah blah blah, the whole 9 yards. But the fact that they're not approved, and then the scary part, and I don't mean scary, but the concerning part is it's on the table for you to travel. You have to present a card in order to travel, or if you want to go into a certain place of business, it's on discussion that you got to have a vaccination. And I had a very good friend of mine. I had a meeting with someone in the state of Hawaii. I had a meeting on Tuesday with one of the government officials for what do you call that? The Department of Correction or Department of Public Safety. And one of the things he said was that they don't walk around and ask people, "Hey, have you been vaccinated?" And they're not allowed to tell people, "Hey, you got to get vaccinated." So um, it's a personal issue. It's a personal question. Like I don't walk around and say, "Hey, who's your medical?" I don't ask people that question. And so within the state of Hawaii, Department of Public Safety, they don't ask people. So you know, the concerning part though is if you go into a place of business, it's on the table for them to say, "Hey, have you been vaccinated?" I'm like, that's none of your business. So fear is a major driver for a lot of these things. And but anyway, we're going so sidetrack of the title, but that's fine. We're just talking. So that's the reason why we're not getting vaccinated at this moment. Now, if there were, I don't believe in vaccinations, period. But I have been vaccinated as a kid, obviously. But I'm a firm believer that our bodies were created to be able to sustain life. I mean, now there's some choices we make that will be detrimental to our health, obviously. So, Joe, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Sacred people are easier to control. Or scared people, they are. And look, guys, I'm not saying don't go get vaccinated. So let's not go on Twitter and send me DMs or what I am saying is that's my personal choice for me and my family. And do we have higher risk? Potentially, if you know, you're looking and sounding well. Thank you, Joe. If I'm sounding good, because I have a microphone. So, but anyways, yeah, that was a very long discussion about vaccinations. I got into a little bit of heat because of what I posted on my personal social media on Facebook about our presidency, and it wasn't anything where I was making fun of him. It was me sharing my heart and saying I'm very concerned about what I'm watching. You know, People have to make the best choice for themselves, and they do, right? I agree. Thank you, Brother Joe, for the award. I think the governor of South Dakota, I think she made a statement, and even people in Texas. My dad posted something, and he said that I'm glad that the governors are treating us like human beings and treating us like adults, where they let us make our own decisions and choices on how to, you know. Uh, hey, Blaine, how are you? Good to see you. And I like that because I did a study in college on communism. What's the name of your camera? Logitech. Is it bad? Is the camera bad? Am I? My screen is pixelated, so I do apologize. Hopefully the camera's good. But I did a study on communism. And communism, and I'm not saying socialism. That's two different. Well, they're similar, but communism, it states that the people are too dumb and too stupid to make their own choices and decisions because they're just not, you know. So we're gonna make it for you. And while it looks good on paper, in the beginning, when you tell people what they can and cannot do, even when it comes to their family, that's an issue. So I think in North Korea, that's one of the best examples of if you are born into the Lopez family, guess what? Um, you're gonna be a plumber because your dad was a plumber, your grandpa was a plumber, and the government says you're a plumber. So it doesn't matter what your heart's desire is. It doesn't matter how good you are at being a musician. You're going to be a plumber, and that's what communism does. And so I can see our country where if the federal government comes in and says you have to get vaccinated, you've got to do this. This is for the betterment of the people. I have issue with that. So I don't know why my dogs are barking. I got two old English bulldog puppies. Thank you for subscribing, Mary Zalaki. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Some is a little pixely, but most of the video and audio is working fine. Okay, thank you. I think Peter from HAP said they're still working on that. I think you wanted to be a mechanic. My father said no. Dan the man, how are you? Good to see you. There's a lot of things I wanted to be and do. Fortunately, I was able to do a lot of the things when I was younger. And I think now at this season or this chapter of my life, I'm doing things that are more of service versus personal. You know, me and my wife, we've been blessed just many times over. And there was a time in our life where we were making, decent, good money, and we were spending a lot of money and enjoying life. And then now we're in this place where um, there's more to it. And our definition of success for our family is not so much what we've got in the bank only, but how can I help not just my family, but another family and maybe even the next generation up to the third generation? How can we help them and set them up? And so, that's part of our heart and our desire for other people. So my wife and I as pastors, one of the things we do, we meet up, we do group, we don't break state law, in terms of gatherings, but um, we'll meet 3 or 4 times a week with leadership, and then we'll serve the community. We'll basically make food, make lunches, and we'll feed homeless people. So it gives us an opportunity, to sow into people. So thank you, Brother Joe. Thank you for being here. My Friday, Howley. What is Howley Friday? What is today? Not Aloha Friday. Good Friday. Hey, Foamy Homie, dude. Foamy Homie is the man. What the heck? It's good to see you. I'm pretty sure I am subscribed to him. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna put him up on screen. If you guys are not following Foamy Homie, he's a very unique character. There he is. I posted him on there, and he's very creative. He's got his own niche. There's no other. There is nobody else like him. Thank you for the Super Hard Award, Navia. Thank you. Yeah, he's got, and he's from what I've since I'm Periscope, I've never seen him do anything that's off color. I don't think. Uh, but he's always been entertaining. And I'll be honest, I haven't sat in an entire show, but here's the talent on live streaming. If you can captivate an audience for 30 seconds up to a minute and 30 seconds, and you're able to give them something where they can walk away from your broadcast and say, you know what, I learned something, I was entertained, he made me laugh, he made me cry, or she blessed me today, she gave me, so I learned something. If you can give that in 30 seconds to a minute and 30, I think you've arrived. And that's something people like Foamy Homie, Louise Poppy, uh, Dave in Osaka. There's so many people. Pickles, who's on here, and I think even I'm trying to pull up names. The guy in Saudi Arabia. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting his name. We're supposed to learn. Sometimes depends on what you're teaching. Sometimes you learn what not to do. You give her free LOLs. He sure does. You got to work harder. Come on. Don't be a quitter. Don't be a little girl. Randy, thank you so much, Bill. Man, Bill, thank you for jumping in on my Twitch. I appreciate that, brother. Randy is the man. He called he I guess I jumped in live. We did I called in, and he's such a gracious guy. I mean, and I know he's on his own journey, but if he was in our line of work for me and my wife, he'd been an amazing pastor. Seriously, he's already a pastor of sorts. You know, you do. Are they here on Oahu? Yeah. So yeah, Randy is he's good people, and I think he's from Tennessee if I'm not mistaken originally. Who do you think is going to go better in NBA? Ah man, I tell you what, Lenny, dude, uh, Brooklyn. I really wanted the Hornets to go to second round, but LaMelo got hurt, so I don't know if they're going to make a push to win the first. I think they're still maintaining an 8 seed. Let me just double check, man. We're gonna bounce around in conversation. If that's okay. Hello, Ted. Hey, real quick, for those of you that are jumping in, I got people from New York, California. Um, Tell me where you guys are watching from. I don't know where Muskegon is. Tell me where that's at, please. Brooklyn. What's up, Rita? How are you? Good to see you. Come on. If you work harder, you train harder. Good to see you, man. We're going to bounce around in conversation. California, and also governor of California. Um, yeah, so we're going to bounce around in conversation. But talking about NBA, because that's Lenny was asking me, man, the Charlotte Hornets, man, LaMelo Ball was something special. The kid's 19 years old. If he didn't get hurt, I think he would have been Rookie of the Year. LA's in the house. I love LA. I don't like the water in LA. I struggle with taking the showers in LA, but I love LA. I really do. LA is one of my favorite places to visit. For a minute, my wife and I were thinking about buying a property in Irvine. This was many years ago. It's probably not many, like 15 years ago. We're actually thinking about buying property in Irvine. San Francisco, that's one place I don't know if I could justify. San Francisco is beautiful. I love San Francisco too. It's in Michigan. Is that an Indian, Native American name? Muskegon? Yeah, it's good to. I don't want to say it's good to be back because I never really left, but it's good to be live again. So I'm gonna play this video. I don't know what. So this better not be a. Oh, let me just play it. Let me see if I can. Bay Area. Let's see. Dead man. What is this? Dead man walking. Oh, this. Sorry, it's so loud. Turn your audio down. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to turn the volume down.
Okay, now we're ready to go for a little ride. We're going to meet one of Daddy's friends, and you're going to like it.
wife is really loud, guys. One of my favorite shows. So yeah, that was just one of my how I so I was wondering what video is this? I play videos whenever I preach on Sundays. I'll find these videos and I love that video because if I don't know who that actor is, but that's one of my favorite like acting jobs I've ever seen. But anyways, I use that because he was basically a dead man, but there was an alien inside of him making him move, and I just thought it was. Anyways, that's cool. We can do videos. I like it. Wasn't expect. Yeah, that and so when you saw the diamonds pop out at the end, he's like, "Man, that's a bunch of diamonds." But to him, it wasn't worth anything. He's like, "That's not what he wanted. He wanted actually something else." But yeah, that's it's from a spiritual aspect. What I was preaching about was, man, when God's inside of you and He's teaching you and showing you, and then there are things that we think are valuable, they're not valuable anymore. And so that's how I likened it. I did a relation to that. So, but anyways, life after Periscope. What are we gonna do, guys? Like, I know Judy here in Hawaii. She does. What does she do? She does those underwater scopes, underwater broadcasts. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of these because I'm going to start sharing my heart. And I'm going to probably do prayer and devotionals for people that want to jump in on those. Good setup video. I homie, I didn't phone me, bro. I didn't even know what it was. And then when I saw the dead man's, oh, okay, I know what it is. So yeah. The documentary, The Last, I did not watch The Last Dance. You know what I've been watching? Oh my gosh. Please don't spoil it, but I've been watching on Netflix, The Blacklist. Man, I've been losing so much sleep trying to finish The Blacklist. But what is The Last Dance? I also have HBO Max, so I did the subscription of HBO Max because Wonder Woman 84 came out. So I have this mild childhood infatuation with Wonder Woman. So I don't know what it is. I think it was Linda Carter as a kid. Like, oh, she was like my wife when I was like 6 years old or something. Yeah. So what is The Last Dance about? I wish I could Google on the side and just pop Google up on the screen, but I know I could if I was. Yeah. Oh, there's takeovers too. This is cool. I'm just looking at our broadcast studio on Haps. So for those that don't know what Haps is, and you're just kind of watching on another platform, Haps is it's a it's a broadcasting platform where I think part of it is being one of the passions is for people being responsible in reporting or being journalists, or in this case for me, sharing my life. And there's a lot of people that had niches in their live stream platforms and they're migrating over to Haps. And I'm curious to see in the next month, 3 months, 6 months to a year on how people are going to migrate their communities and translate what they're doing onto this platform, because it's not the same as Twitch. It's not the same as you know all the other platforms. I think what they did at Haps is they put everything in this huge salad bowl, and I think it's like, let's figure out what's going to look good and be good and be easy for our community. So she's so fanatic on Black, dude. Oh, King, we watched King versus Godzilla the other night. It was good. I enjoyed it. It definitely took a twist that I was expecting because I didn't want them to fight. Yeah, so I don't want, without spoiling. If you haven't watched, I won't spoil it for you. Seems like everyone was split up. Hey George, hey Kyoki, how are you? Now, uh, are you on island or are you off island, George? Yeah, I won't spoil it. I won't spoil any of it. But man, dude, oh my gosh, Blacklist. I'm like, it's so irritating because like I want to keep watching, and it's like you're on an island. That's one thing. One thing that sucks about Netflix is that once you start, you cannot stop. And I've got like I think they're up to season 7 on Netflix. So hey, we should just hang out for a minute. We don't have to commit to anything like long, George. What is your? I think I tried to get your number. I don't know if I have your number, but man, just to get coffee, I got a place that has good coffee. Yes, on Netflix. I've also been watching, and I don't think I should watch it. Just I don't like. There's just a lot of nudity, and I'm not a holy roller or anything, but part of me feels that there's some shows that there's a line, dude. You know what? Let me grab something. Well, grab it. You know what? There's this coffee shop on Ward, and I think it's called Honolulu Coffee something. But this guy, and I posted a video on my Twitter. This guy and on YouTube, he does air roasted coffee. Like it's amazing. This machine was like 100. I think it was $100,000. I think he said, or was it 80? It was a very expensive machine. But he's the only guy in Hawaii, I believe, that does Japanese siphon coffee. And what it is basically a halogen lamp that heats up water from the bottom in a beaker, and it boils over up into this um, coffee corridor, if you will, and the pressure it siphons through heat, and it makes dude. Uh, let's do this. Man, any day. We're man. I'm starting. I'm like, any day. Let me know. I'm serious. Day or night. But I think even just to drink the coffee. Text you. Okay, yeah, dude. We can do it early as tomorrow if you like. I've got a lot of errands to run, but dude, I'm a full time, full time ministry. So, um, as long as I pencil it in and write it in and don't forget it, I'm good. So, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, the coffee. So he makes fresh roasted coffee. He's got coffee from Kau. He's got coffee from Maui, coffee from Oahu, and they're raw beans and they're green. And so you say, I want this coffee and I want it roasted at this level. So I had, I'm just going to grab it. Give me a second. I'll be right back. So this coffee, it's man, I don't know if it's pixelated for you guys. It's super pixelated for me. But this is what is this? Hawaiian fresh roast coffee. I think that's anyways, this coffee. When you have time, send me DM link to order gourmet. Yeah, it's not cheap though. There's a coffee, raw was $27, but it's worth it. Oh my gosh. So this is from Kau, and this is roasted on the 28th. He puts dates on it, and then he puts the number. So if it was roasted at number 4, and here's how you know you got good coffee. Check this out. Man, it smells so amazing. Oh, there's a lot. Hey, Dave, there's a lot of varieties. Yeah, I think Kona coffee, in my opinion, is the best. But really, what it comes down to is the roast. This is air roasted. It's like roasted with. It's crazy. I've got a video on YouTube, my YouTube channel, and also on my Twitter. But if you go on my YouTube channel, it's the real Greg Lopez. YouTube.com/the real Greg Lopez. I have a video, and the guy is roasting. Uh, he's roasting. My internet connection unstable. What the heck? Okay, it's good. Okay, so but yeah, um, it's all in a roast. But this is from Kau, which is on the same island. It's a different elevation. So This is how you know the coffee bean is good. So I'm gonna eat this. You can literally eat the bean, and it's not bitter, like for real. And it's got a nutty, little sweet flavor. It's got a little bit of a bitter, but not like how you would have your normal coffee. How many coffee beans can you do this with? Not a lot, but it's all in a roast. And how he roasts the coffee. The doors should be open. Hold on, I think my wife is home. Oh, that's my dog. The Starbucks market or so they do. They do sell Kona coffee, but I think Starbucks. I think one of their top sellers is more of like the Sumatras. I can hear that when I rip out Kona coffee, it's on a mainland is they mix like one Kona bean into a batch of. I would buy Kona coffee from Hawaii, like legit, and order from a major company where you know that they have their reputation at stake. Like if you buy from Lion Coffee, they're pretty reputable. They're pretty honest. Um, Shoot, give me someone else and just yeah. I'll do a giveaway. How about that? I will do a Kona coffee giveaway. I'll even yeah, we'll do that. I'll schedule something on Haps or you got to try it because and the other thing here's the three components. One, the roast has to be good. The bean has to be good. For those that don't know why Kona coffee is so popular, is here's the thing: Hawaii didn't invent coffee. Obviously, the bean is I think it's I'm saying it correctly. Arabica, I don't know how to say it. It's the same bean, but the soil that the trees are in are volcanic, and so the soil is very young if you want to date it compared to a lot of other places. And because of that, the flavor is definitely different. Um, Now there's different soils now, right, in Hawaii, so different elevations have different characteristics. So that's why lately there've been more companies saying, you know what, there's better coffee than just Kona. Kona is good, but there's other types of coffee we can in different soil mixtures, and so. But anyways, yeah, I think we'll do a coffee giveaway. That was a good coffee bean. I can imagine you dip it in chocolate or you put it over ice cream, chocolate ice cream. It's good stuff. But for those that are wondering what I'm talking about, this is the coffee itself. Let me see. I wish I could tell who is physically in here, but if you're watching the replay, thank you. I am testing, um, obviously, my video connection and my audio. I'm using a Blue Yeti um, microphone, and I'm using my son's. It's my son's headphone, and I'm using $15 lights. So you know what I like about this? I'm just looking at at my screen. That might work. Does it? I wish I could get this quality on my mobile. My Android. I have a Google Pixel for a 5G that I use, and the audio is super low on it. So I'm not sure if that's an update that maybe. Yeah. I don't know why. Is it because I'm on Wi-Fi? Should I do a LAN connection? I mean, shucks, my internet. Let me just check real quick. I'm gonna just do my quick. I'm pretty sure it's not me, but let me do a speed test real quick. You guys ever heard of Ookla? So let me see if I can do this. Watch this. Oh, I think I can do this. Do a Chrome tab. There we go. So we're gonna test our speed. Oh, that is slow. It should be already. It might be my computer. Huh. Interesting. Wow, it is slow. It's not even finding the optimal server. What the heck is going on? Try to refresh. It could be my computer too. Let's try this one more time. Wow, what the heck is going on? That's crazy. Shoots. Okay, do you have my number? Ted, I have what the heck is going on? Let's just try something different. Let's try shouldn't be that slow. My gosh. Let's try speakeasy. What the heck is going on? You know what? My kids are playing Fortnite, so that could be it too. What the heck? That is kind of slow, actually. Oh my gosh. Benchmark. That is pretty slow. But it could be my upload. Look at my upload. It's at 20. That's more than enough to go live. So let's go back to Ookla. I prefer Ookla personally. Speed test. See, my Ookla's not even connecting. What the heck is going on? Maybe I gotta change the location of the server. Well, anyways, let's go back to me. I think. Yeah, I think my son should be. Hold on, let me call him. Telling my son he's got to end his gaming. We only give them an hour a day of video games, so and then they can watch movies and all that. 'Cause, yeah, so hopefully my bandwidth will get better. We'll see. So benchmark. Oh, see, look, dude. But my ping is 19 milliseconds. Is it milliseconds? Check this out. So my yeah, it's still pretty. That's still pretty slow. I don't know why it's so slow. How do I turn that off? There we go. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna go on my phone. So I have for my Wi-Fi I have who do I have? I have Deco. Yeah, we had to build because my kids are homeschooled, so they're on a computer almost all day, and then of course they can watch movies and TV on it, and that's all internet. So I do have a route. I have a really good router. I have TP Deco. You guys ever heard of Deco? So it's a mesh system. So I'll show you guys on my phone. My mesh system is really good actually. So on my phone, so it could be my computer. I have a Mac. I have a Mac computer, but I'm using a PC to go live on apps. You segment the wireless LAN. So yeah, I can choose if they go on to the 5G, which is the higher download upload, or the 2G, which has greater distance but just not the top speed. So yeah, anyways, I have a mesh system. So I have one in the back of my house, in the middle of the house, and one in the front. So let me do a speed test real quick. Let me see this for a second. So my internet is like 400 to 500 download on average, but tonight it's what the heck? It's slow. It's Friday night, and it's weird that it does this. It's super slow tonight. That's crazy. So, well, what is Wi-Fi 6? What is that? What do you mean GB connection? As in gigabyte connection? What do you mean by that? So I pay like $50 a month for our, I think it's like 400 download. I wish I had a gigabyte connection. If you have Verizon's, which I do have their 5G wideband, ultra wideband, but it's not in Hawaii yet. I have friends in California and in Vegas. Their download speed is 2,500 Mbps, which is like super crazy. That's like basically 2 gigs, 2 gigs download. Isn't that crazy? So, but anyways, yeah. You know what I am gonna do is, you guys can't see it, but I'm gonna probably do music scopes too. I want to have my son. He'll play with me. It's a new band to have more reliable, fast connection. My iPad Pro has Wi-Fi 6 ready, so looking for more. It says like hospital. Verizon FiOS. So yeah, like my phone is 5G, but we don't have 5G ultra wideband in Honolulu yet. Which we do have 5G, but it's basically a 4G LTE with a little bit better speed. So the where'd you get that from?
I'm downstairs.
How many are left?
A lot.
Can I
This one.
can I have one?
Mhm.
Guys, do you mind if I eat ice cream? The work wire cap, 6 wires. I'm gonna eat a melon if you don't mind. Sorry if it's loud. This mic is pretty loud. I can't believe my internet's so slow. What's going on, dude? We typically will have 400 download and 20 to 30 upload. 930 bucks to wire up. That's a lot of money, dude. That's a lot of money to wire up your house. I'm sure it was worth it. I like, yeah. Sorry, what's going on with my internet tonight?
Daddy, can you let me open this, please?
What about? I guess you want to have hardwire. So with my mesh system, um, you can set up. Give me a napkin, please, for my room. A roll of napkins. I guess in my mesh system, I have one mesh in the front, middle, and back. But you can plug in with the LAN if you needed to. So 400 download, 30 upload now. Hopefully in the long term.
It's only a toilet tissue roll.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I guess like right now I've got 20 to 30 different devices connected to our Wi-Fi. Not at the same time, but I'll have like at any given moment I'll have like 10, maybe 8 to 10 connected. You know, so 400 is good. I mean, think about it. How much you don't really need it that much faster. Cement and drywall, then I get similar to the back of the house. Yeah, even our mesh. So our mesh has a direct line, semi-direct line. It's a lot of dry. We don't have our concrete is downstairs, so our house, the first story is concrete. The second story is just drywall. So I'm gonna pause. I mean, mute for a second. Yeah. So our in our garage and downstairs, it's wiped it up. It's concrete. Upstairs is drywall. So the mesh, man, we bought it for like $150. One of the best prices, best deals ever. It was awesome. Zoom, I can see because Zoom has your download in Zoom for a lot of people that have like multiple people. they're talking, definitely. But if you're gonna be a broadcaster, for me, it's more of upload. So your video quality has no blips whatsoever, and I believe the latency, is that the word, has to be at a minimum. So I think latency is the word. I just got a text from somebody. Hold on one second. I want to ask you guys a question. Just a second. Let me just read this text real quick. How many of you guys have? Of course. Um, how many of you guys have home security or home security cameras? Hmm?
10,000.
You do, dude. I just picked up 4 cameras from. Hey, can you hear my microphone? Um,
Thank you, Daddy.
huh?
They're here.
Okay, so I got 4 cameras. Open the front door for them. Get in. I got 4 cameras from this company called Wise, WYZE, and I got 2 bulbs, 2 Wise bulbs. And man, it's so awesome. So I spent like $160, and it's all obviously on the internet. Each camera is connected to each other, and if one camera goes off, it can trigger all the other cameras to go record. It can even turn on all my lights. It's pretty cool. It's one of the. It's amazing. This technology is crazy, and if the motion sensor is set off, it can trigger a light to turn on or alarms. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and you know what Wise just came out with, dude? Wise. I don't know if you guys. I posted it on my Twitter, but I'll share with you guys now. Um, they just did. Let me see this. Shoot, where is it? It was on my Twitter. So if you follow me on my Twitter, it's the real Greg Lopez on Twitter. The truck, yes. Did you see it, bro? That's crazy. I'm like, what the heck? It's pretty. It's pretty cool. I will say, they win. It 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 it's kind of a toy, but it's kind of not either. Yeah, you can have this one.
I'm good.
You want to feed you the whole bag? It's cool, and the fact that it's. I mean, you could. I mean, you could have it roam your house, like with spine your dogs or whatever, right? Or it can go around your yard. And I'm not sure if it's water resistant, that the version 2. So the Wise Cam, I think it's indoor probably, but imagine if they give it where you can hook up your version 3. Yeah, yeah. But it's got a 10,000 milliamp battery, which is pretty decent. That's like a battery pack, you know. So don't be on the, you're shaking my whole table. So, but yeah, so that's what I have. I have Wise. We have Wise cams and we have Wise bulbs, and it's crazy. Technology is crazy. I think eventually we're gonna get the which I'm thinking, I don't know if we'll need it, but the keypad thing where it connects the hub, the smart sprinkler controller. I'm still, dude. Are you on are you on Twitter, Ted, or are you on a social media platform where you can share pictures? I would love to see the install. I mean, I was don't show me. Can you reach out to me? I'm on Twitter or Instagram, whichever one you're comfortable with. It's all the same username. If you go to my website, therealgilo.com, you click on all my profiles and stuff. You require the Nest camera because I can monitor all activity. So the thing with Wise, you're not required to have a hub. Real Ted hit. Okay, gotcha. Let me look you. I'm gonna look you up right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it now. That's on Twitter. Let me see. Hey Brett, how are you, man? Good to see you. How is the future? How is the future out there on the other side of the planet? Out there near the water? Near the saltwater crocs there? All right. Or the worst accent ever.
It's an Asian. I think that's an Asian accent.
It's not an Asian accent. Get it?
Australians talk exactly English, except they have a little bit of an accent.
They probably say we have the accent. Thank you for following. Appreciate it. You have Ness and Arlo cams and Xfinity. Cool, that's a lot, Bill. Future looks, is it look brighter out there in the water? All right. Oh, authentication. Man, Twitter is like. Eight, okay. All right, let's look you up. Real. Man, shot. I gotta look it up. Real. Where are you? Real time. Okay, I'm gonna look you up. No, a Hicks in Texas. Gotcha. I think. Am I following you? I am not following. What the heck? You've been following me. I mean, I am sorry, Ted. What the heck? And you are in New York. Nice. That,
Is it back in New
man,
York?
you've been on Twitter for a while. You should. You sound Kiwi. I don't know. I'm laughing because I don't know what that is, but I'm just gonna enjoy the fact that you said ha ha ha. Ness said that they have good focus and water, rain, waterproof. Hit the follow button. Oh, you just hit it. Oh, okay. So you just follow. I just followed you. So I see. Is that you on Hapster? Oh, that is you on Haps, brother. Gotcha. How have I not ever seen you before? Have you seen me before? I've been kind of absent on the live stream aspect of it. New Zealander. I'm gonna look at you, Ted. The real Ted Hicks. He's a dad, tech media editor in chief, podcaster, late night parent on iHeartRadio, WGB Radio, and Haps News. Philippians 4:13. Amen to that. Yes, sir. Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Kiwi is a New Zealand. It's a New Zealand out there in the water. Look at the Gannis there. Out there. What's up with the sort of crocs there? Gideon, you look creepy just sitting there staring in the shadows. That's my son Gideon. He is my warrior child. iHeartRadio is cool. I like enjoy it. So I have obviously I try to reserve all the platforms. There's a platform that I haven't gone because it's kind of weird. Let me see if I can look it up. Gideon, can you go out of the frame? Thank you. Let me see if I can. Let me find it. I think it's a new app, and you go. It's kind of like Spaces on Twitter, but it's not exactly. It's called Stereo. Have you guys ever heard of Stereo? English. Radio Garden. I think I got on Stereo because I like the fact that it's easy. It makes sense. Stereo is you join real conversation. So I think it's internet based, obviously, but it's kind of weird because it's like I don't know if you can just go into and start going. Well, I guess you could, but I don't know. It's kind of like a podcast. But here, look at this. If you can see, maybe I can. But it's got little emojis, or you can't really see it. But people's, yeah, you get your own emoji, and it talks while you're talking. It's very interesting. So I don't know if I can find. Let me see if I can find it. Stereo. Podcast. Oh yeah, it's stereo.com. Yeah, so I'll share it with you. Radio Garden is cool because it shows all the radio stations around the globe. So this is a little bit different. But you see this right here? I'll give you I can give you the whole screen. I gotta get used to this house. So this is called stereo, and so you can see the emojis. I think that's what you call them, avatars. Whatever you call them. It's a very I don't know how to say it. It's a very weird, kind of intriguing platform. But I liked it because just the name. So we'll see. Yeah, Let me see if I can. Hold on, I gotta start by this so late, and this is realizing about that. Sarah, I would try to download an app. Yeah, I haven't gone live on it, so I can't speak. I just like that it just looks cool. So let me share with you guys a little bit too. If you don't know who I am and what I do, just now be I will exercise a little bit of caution because I have not updated my website in a while, but it's still up there. So this is who I am for those that don't know. Um, Roblox with the kids and the content is kind of strange. It is Roblox, and even there's a lot of stuff out there that's and there's predators on all those connections. You know, so let's do this. Turn this down. So we're gonna go into my. So this is my website. If you've never been there before, obviously I got a store. Got to make a little bit of money. I have a blog which I have not done anything in a very long time. Um, and I got to update this too. This is our part, or I'm on. Well, obviously not Periscope anymore. I'm gonna add Twitch and then my Haps profile on here too. I'm lazy about doing it. If you send me email, it'll go straight. It'll like I made a little hello, kind of geeky, you know. This is partners that I've had over the years. It's kind of interesting. Since we're talking about Periscope, life after Periscope, but you see this picture right here? Yo Pickles took this picture. She was here in Hawaii for a little bit. She took this picture, and I had her send it to me. And this is the picture I use on my on my website. But anyways, our partners, and I probably got to update some of these. Of course, Egg Drop, Archon. So Archon is a company that I'm still I'm one of their A-listers, as they say. I'm not with Insta360 anymore. I don't think, but I'm not with them anymore. I was sponsored by Pedigo for a very short season. And when I say sponsor, I use that word very loosely. All that means is I was able they let me have an electric bike for a little while. Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyways, let's get out of that. Let's close it out. Put my screen back up. This is cool. I love Hap. I'm enjoying this now. So no egg drop. No. And I know Joey's got some things that he's passionate about in this season of his life. So there are things that he's um, more humanitarian, if that's the word. If you go to his Instagram, he's got some things that he's been very passionate about. And I think I was able to speak with him probably a month and a half ago, and maybe less than that. And we were able to kind of just share, talk story. You know, he's in California, I'm in Hawaii. And it's amazing how God has blessed him and me throughout the years. And I met him because of Periscope. And part of our partnership, and because it was such a small company, for me being a part of the Egg Drop, um, we were given stock options. So, I'm like, sounds cool. If we go public, then of course it sounds even cooler, right? So, and I got a question. This kind of app called Haps, it filters more of the bots rather than Parasite. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I think the bots, the people that created the bots, a lot of them were Russians, just because it was easy for them. It was like they call it a cheap hack, if you will, and it would create more traffic, and it's inflated. But at the same token, Periscope did the same thing. So, and without, okay, let's talk about that for a second. So, and we'll get to airdrop and where airdrop came in. Periscope, when they first opened and they first started the app, for example, if you look on Haps, it says 343. Now, when a viewer comes in a broadcast, boom, they're in the broadcast. Here's the question: when did they actually leave your broadcast, and when did that number actually go down? And did Periscope or any live streaming platform, did they adjust the time difference of when they actually organically left the broadcast? Does a number update immediately, or is there a lag in that time? And so to manipulate that, in one way, you're shaking my table. To manipulate that, it gives you a better number, right? So remember how the brands would reach out prior to COVID? Yeah. Well, they would reach out because they saw the yellow brick road, right? The problem is they were throwing out a lot of free product with the promise of, hey, you broadcast. So I'll share a little bit of my experience. Insta 360, part of my agreement in the beginning was they give me a camera and I would just go live once or twice a week and I'll promote the product and I would get a promo code. It's a very loose agreement. Now, there's another company where I was sponsored by them, and they say, "Hey, we want in writing what you're going to do," and I promise you this is what I'm going to do, and this is the amount of traffic I'm going to generate for your product or your company. And long story short, I was not able to produce on my end, so I terminated that relationship. And I said, "Hey, respectfully, thank you for believing in me. I just was not able to perform." Another company that promised, there was a Wi-Fi company. Who else? Archon Mounts is very more straightforward. They invested $40,000 to $50,000 easy into the community with Periscope, and they kind of gave up on that because there was no return on it. So, um, so you're right, and I think at the end of the day, it's not about glamour metric, which I had glamour metrics. There's no seer to that, but it's about hey, I'm Koa.
Yes.
I'm live, so can you not like run around and stomp because I pick it up on my mic. So we have like 4 other rooms in this house. So thank you, son. Better question: what quantifies an actual view? 5 seconds, 10 seconds. That's a good question, right? Thank you, Lenny, for being in here. So that's the question. So glamour metrics are important in one aspect, but it's literally just the tip of the spear, right? For me, my questions were how long were they in the broadcast? Hey, Louise, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, he does like to stomp in. He had his cape on and everything. He doesn't know, but he doesn't know I got two lights going on, a microphone. But anyways, why does it say private? I'm on my wait. How do I? Oh, okay. I can say hello. Aloha. Okay, I was wondering what that was about. Cool. Okay, I can comment on my guys. If you're not following Louise, I'm gonna put her comment up real quick. I'm getting better at this. I used to do it a lot in Periscope, but I'm gonna do it better. She is a broadcaster. She's actually one of the premier broadcasters on HAPS, just for sheer volume, but also for relationships. She's one of the people that is good at building relationships. She's a world traveler. She's got her own niche in the market, which is a pretty big one, and she's a beautiful person inside and out. Just sharing her life. And no matter what platform, no matter what issues may have come throughout the years, she just kept loyal to you guys. So if you're not following her, make sure you subscribe to her. Just having fun. Yeah. Hey, man, I got these lights for $15. These ring lights. They're like perfect studio quality. They were on sale. They're like 50% off. I had to buy them. So getting back to Periscope, the stats I called them glamour metrics, and what Airdrop did was we offered two key components to a successful broadcast. Number one was um, our bots did two functions. One, they were creative engagement, and there so basically it was customizable creative engagement with your viewers, and also customizable intelligent moderation. So what that all that means is you've got bots coming in there to do two functions that are very vital to a successful broadcast. One is engagement, and the other one is either safety and security. That's how I would or moderation, right? So my wife and I definitely had some laughs. I'm going through my Rolodex of memories, and I will say We've tried so many things. I think Louise has tried a lot of things, and at the end of the day, some things work really well and some didn't, and some takes a little bit of planning and time investment. But some of the best broadcasts we've ever done are spur of the moment, or just sitting down talking story or cooking something and pretending it tastes good when it really doesn't, but just for the sake of the show. I think when I ended the broadcast, I'm like, oh my god, I should have cooked this longer, or I should have added more salt and more sugar. But for the sake of our viewers and our family, that's on, you know. So, but anyways, getting back to egg drop, that was our key function, and the reason why it was so successful for the 3 year period that we had egg drop is because Periscope was lacking in that department. They in that aspect, and it's nothing personal, but or they're shut down now, but a lot of the things that were slipping through the cracks was because what we believe they were overworked, underpaid, or they didn't care. And it showed, you know, by the end of the 6 year mark, that not that they didn't care. I think they just didn't see value in maintaining the platform. They lost the passion or the vision for what Periscope could become. And I think with the guys, the team at Habs, I think they see something and entertain it further. The one thing that's encouraging about Habs is that it's so robust. There's so many things going on, and I know it's challenging for people that come from a simpler platform. But to have um, your stats in one area, you can do just, you know, there's so much, and I think hopefully when it goes live officially and not on beta, they'll give us an option to. In my opinion, I hope it's simple, effective, and there's very little bugs or glitches. But I'm okay with the bugs and glitches. What I'm not okay with is if the people that are the founders or creator of the platform or the app begin to lose passion for the community, and that's where I think Twitter/Periscope really they lost sight of that. And so I think that whole office with Twitter and Periscope, I think there are such smart people. There's a lot of, and I think there was nobody that was at the forefront of it all. You know, how is Habs going to make money? I really don't know. You'd have to ask Peter. But from what I see, when they charge you for to buy coins, I think I hope there's a profit margin for in that. Give you an example. When airdrop, when we monetized our platform, but our services, I think we started at I think $10 a month, something like that for our services. And I think at one time we went down to $5 a month. But then we also had we actually were monetized before Periscope was. And so I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but you could tip your broadcaster via egg drop by typing in a code within the chat stream, and your broadcaster would get a tip. And we would, so what would happen is we would send them a check, essentially, which is basically a PayPal. We'd send them a paycheck based on the tips they got in the broadcast. And it was beautiful. It was simple. It was easy. We didn't, and I'm not casting shade because Periscope was a beautiful app and they did wonderful things. But for Egg Drop, what we did was, if you pay $1, we'll give you 80 cents straight across the board. I think it was 80 cents. If you get I can't remember the exact math, but we didn't have different tiers of payouts. It was one system. Like, if I give you $100, you get like $95. It was something really small like that. So our broadcasters knew it. Our people that bought these egg coins to tip, they understood it. There was no shade or shadiness about it. It was very transparent. So in Periscope, they gave us a letter, a cease and desist letter. They basically they told us, you need to stop doing this. This is not permissible. So of course, when $1 billion company comes up and says, hey, if you don't, for whatever it was, and I'm sure someone in their audience may disagree with what I'm saying, but not even 30 days after they told us to cease and desist, what happens? Periscope monetizes. They give you super hearts. And the code, a lot of the code was, some of the code was similar. And it's not that Joey didn't own any of that, but what I believe what AirDrop did was I think we lit the fire under some of them. And I think and we didn't intentionally embarrass anybody, but I think we may have embarrassed a few people that work for Periscope. Maybe they were given a task to come up with a solution for that, and here comes Joey. We're not a part of the company. We're doing it, and we're, um, the community is like, people were started to come back to broadcast. Here's what happened: a lot of the girls stopped broadcasting because they were being harassed for clothing that they were wearing. They were being harassed for the way they looked. And so our platform, what it did was it offered people, like, we'll give you an example. It gave them an opportunity to broadcast with confidence. And I'll give you an example. If a guy came in and said, "Hey, open Bob's," our bots have the ability to remove them automatically from the broadcast. So we were doing a lot of things before Periscope did it. And so, but anyways, getting back to the original question, how do they make money? I think I believe there's a profit margin. There has to be, and we should be okay with that. Our broadcasters should be able to. And it's not about the money, but at some point, money has to be involved because it's time, And I like what Shailene Johnson said. She said, if you bring value to the marketplace, if you can come into Louise's broadcast, or you can go to David's broadcast, or you know Olivia's broadcast, and they make you laugh, or they teach you something, or you walk away, you leave the broadcast, and you're like, man, that was such a good experience. These broadcasters should deserve some form of um, something for their time, or the content creation. Is there advertising on apps? I don't think there is any, but I'd be okay to having it if it's kind of like Twitch. Twitch is a great platform for advertising. I think I don't even know. Here's what happened. Twitter bought Periscope for 100. I think it was 110 or 120 million dollars. So they bought it for, let's just say they bought it for 100 million dollars. And other than the first 3 years, nothing was done to build upon that, other than Super Hearts and Super Broadcaster or whatever it was. So or VIP broadcast, whatever. I can't even remember what it was now. So um, I think here's what I know. I would gladly pay for a customizable heart. Let's say we're going into Valentine's Day, and I want to have a very special heart that, whatever, purple heart, whatever. I'll pay $5 for that, right? There is a lot going on in the apps, and I think the concept of the scrolling and all that is to kind of give it an appearance of like a news broadcast. And I'm curious to see if they're going to migrate to a more universal. I don't know, because I think their background is journalism, so I I kind of like it in a way that, because I don't see it on anybody else's platform, so that's cool. Some other platforms, it just sits there, So I would like the option to change it up. You got nothing from your hearts and super hearts. They sent me one last check, and it was a direct deposit. So at, at a at a peak moment in Periscope, I was getting about 100. What was it? I was getting about 100, and I'll just share this. And it wasn't a lot, but I was getting about $160 a month from Periscope, and that was probably for about a year, maybe. It's not a lot based based on the time you put in. But I did get I did have other sources of revenue. I had my website, and I still have it, where people can buy a T-shirt, or they can buy, here's what I know: if you're gonna be out there in the public eye or social media. Then if you got multiple sources of income, then share it. It is right. Let me check. Let me see if I can. I don't. Probably can adjust it in the broadcast. Let me see. Graphics show wars banner on. Oh, off. Okay, and turn $1. So it is and professions in program on animate. Let me see. Turn that off. Oh, because I can turn off the transitions. Okay, my wife is home, so if you hear that, so okay. So you can customize, and I think I removed the goal of the dollar amount. So if you gave, it shows on the top. Just you know, yeah. Let's see if I can. I did invite Papa Bear, but I don't know if he was up uh, when I invited him. So one thing I do like. Let me see if I can go back to this screen. So let me go back and share with you guys a little bit of where can I tools. So hey Martin, how are you, man? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? Martin, where are you? What part of the world are you in? Are you in Australia? Just curious. Let me show you guys my website. Oh, you're in England. Okay. And you have a drone too, correct? Martin, I'm brain farting. Are you near are you near Simon? Oh, I got another text. That's perfect. Sorry, I'm responding to a text. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Martin, Australia with a drone. Okay. I've been signed a few times. I wish that's one guy on my bucket list to meet. I definitely, let me see. Oh, I am subscribed to you, Martin. Cool. He, that's right. He got married. Over 300,000 supers, over 500,000 hearts, but they lowered the viewer numbers here. They have 500 hours to get paid out. They should have just paid out, period. Which I'm hoping they did that. I don't think they're going to carry that on in Twitter. I don't think. Let me show you guys my website real quick. I'm going to go back. Um, Let me do the whole screen. So these are the things that I had. I gotta update it, of course. But whenever I did my wave scopes when I was in the ocean, I use a simple $10 bag. This is what I use: a simple $10 bag. And then whenever I would do these sit downs with my float, I would. This is one of my partners is Archon mounts. I also had a lot of like tripods and stands that they gave me as well. So I would use this equipment. Whenever I would do driving scopes, I would use this in my car, which is actually better mounts for that. This is also one of the tools that I use for the 360 broadcast. And then I still have this, but I have a newer one. I have the Osmo Mobile 2. I have the 3, I think, Osmo Mobile 3. And when I did my drone scope, this is what I had: a Mavic Pro, my lighting, and so on. Yeah, yeah. I don't think they're going to have it in Twitter. It's a shame that they won't. But I think they should have some form of monetization because you're getting people to put your platform out there, so there should be some form of, you know, yeah. Well, I'm gonna get better at this, guys. What I'm gonna do in the next week or so, I'm gonna start getting some content. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'm gonna. I don't know if I have the. Oh, I can do it. Let me see if I can. Let me show you guys a video, and I'm gonna end it. For those that don't know what I do, I'm gonna share with you. I gotta log in. Give me 1 second. Here am I believe I have it on here. Let's see. I made a video of, where is it? I gotta find the video. Where did I put it? I don't think I have it. Well, I will when I get it up. I'll put it on here. Oh, here it is. Here, I found it. Here we go. Let me see if I can download it. So I'm gonna share a video with you guys. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna. They see Twitter Live as a place where celebrities and organizations just share live content on the platform, but not the small guys. That's true. I agree. The thing is, they didn't need the money. At least I don't think. They say that it. Yeah. I mean, it must be nice for Jack Dorsey to drop $100 million on an app and not even care if it passes. I think the reason why Periscope bled a slow death is because it was under contract, and that's the rumor. So technically, Periscope died 3 years ago. They stopped caring about the app about roughly about, in my opinion, 3 years ago. So I think it was under contract to continue with the employees they had. So we did own Twitter stock at one time, and we sold it. They've bought so much platforms, and I think usually, like, for instance, go to Facebook. The reason why Facebook and big companies will buy out another company is sometimes they'll buy it out not because they believe in the product or the app, but they'll buy them out so they don't have competition. Yeah. Yeah, so I think employees were technically they were always employees of Twitter. Their paychecks showed Twitter, but yeah. So a lot of times they'll buy out another company or another app is because, or maybe they want to buy the rights to the licensing or the APIs that they purchased. So, for example, I give you an example for those who know anything about AirDrop. AirDrop was nothing more than a bunch of just smart, genius little programming here and there, and that's what Twitter is. That's what Facebook is. Facebook has, I think they call it API, where it's little programs, or if you, I'm trying to oversimplify it. So if I buy out, if let's say I buy out Twitch tomorrow, I'll buy it out because I want to buy their technology and where I don't have competition. You know, I may use their app. I don't know, and that's I imagine what you look at now. Periscope actually. If you guys don't know too much about the history, YouTube did not have a live. Facebook did not have a live until after Periscope had a live. I don't know if you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong. This might correct me if I'm wrong, but they may have had, but nobody had the engagement of what Periscope did. So you didn't get your super. Oh yeah, you didn't get your super RT. Different country. It wasn't one of the countries. That's right. So YouTube Live, when they were just getting it out there because they saw the footprint or the reach that Twitter Periscope had, like, man, we got to get out. So at one point, anybody could go live on YouTube from your phone, but then they changed the metrics. Now you can still go live on YouTube. You just have to do it through a website, portal, or RTMP. You just can't go from your phone unless you have X amount of subscribers. Yeah, I didn't think about. Well, actually, Meerkat had their live platform before um, Periscope, but I think right around the same. Here's the funny thing with Silicon Valley. I think they all know each other, or they know each other's technology, right? Because they're constantly ripping each other off. I think that's the nature of Silicon Valley. That's the nature of San Jose. For anybody that lives in your program, or they're constantly, yeah. Sounds like beta versus VHS. I don't think it is. Yeah, true. Aren't you? Yeah, that's true. But man, if imagine if Jeff Bezos bought out. What if Jeff Bezos bought Periscope versus Jack Dorsey? Where would we be today? It'd be different because of the monetization model. The fact that I can have a Prime membership with Amazon and automatically have the benefits within Twitch is genius. That's genius. And if I want to shop, my store is connected to Twitch, and what crazy. So it's one thing to have a great app, a great platform, but when you've got that partnership with Amazon, that's genius. Yeah, we'd all be Amazon Prime superstar. We'd have our own red carpet. So I'm praying and hoping that the team at Haps, they're good. But what I'm praying and hoping is that they get a partnership that that they all get their payday. All the people there have built Haps, and I'm hoping, if not that they sell, but if they have a partnership where it launches, then that'd be amazing. That's my hope. And I don't know everybody. I just know like three or four people at Haps, and I agree and believe in what they're doing. And maybe that's not their desire or passion to sell, but I think it would be amazing if for the for the longevity of the program or the app to have someone that has a bigger vision. I would love to see that. Who got the 100 million? Oh, Kayvon. Kayvon and his partners. So there were three. There was Kayvon, another guy, and another guy. But the third guy, I think nobody really knows. But Kayvon he got a big part of it. And uh, the other part of the check went to his top programmers and developers. Yeah. No, Kayvon was, I think it was already, they were all already successful in their own right. Because yeah, yeah. The, let's put me and Joey in the picture because we're nowhere near. Let's say me and Joey, somebody bought Egg Drop, man, we'd be driving Lamborghinis today, right? But the truth is, these companies, there's so many companies in Silicon Valley that they come up with a great product, a great app, whatever, but nobody buys them. Nobody believe why, because they see what they're doing, they're going to copy it and do it even better. So rather than buy you out, they'll just copy you. And a lot of times, these guys don't have the money to sue or to buy an attorney or a legal team to fight Big Brother who just stole their technology. So that's why Apple and Samsung and Google, more so Apple and Samsung, they've been in court fighting each other for what, 15 years over what? Because they keep stealing each other's technology. Or Apple is buying out patents left and right, which they don't intend to even use. They're just buying them so nobody else can get them. So, yeah, would Periscope have survived on its own? I don't think they would have. I don't think so. That's my opinion. Unless they had another source where people could connect, or because I don't know of any standalone Apple platform that's successful on its own. I don't see it. Is there one? I'm not saying Haps is not, but I think the the revenue in Haps has to come from obviously people buying, awards. And there, to me, just my opinion, and I'm not sponsored, or I don't work for Haps, but if there's not a good monetization model, then you're going to need a corporate backing of some sort. That's just my opinion. Because if not, it's going to come out of your own pocket, and that's great. And then they'll shut down in another 6 months from now. Yeah, they bought Oculus because Google, at one point, had a very promising VR platform. So if you don't know it, on YouTube, and it's nobody really does it. So I know Louise has a Insta 360, but I would record Insta 360 videos, which were I think in 4K or 5K. I forget what it was in, and I uploaded those videos to my YouTube channel. And if you had a headset, you could literally, with that headset, turn around when I'm live or in the uploaded video. Can you imagine that? You're live with somebody and you have a headset and you turn around. Where's that shark? Or, you know what I mean? So I like what it was mentioned earlier, that sometimes it's like VHS versus beta. It doesn't matter who comes out first. The public may not be ready for it. So YouTube, Google has had that for a very long time. They've had it for a very long time. So I think when Facebook bought Oculus is not even that great in my opinion. So, but anyways, I'm really hoping that the team at Haps that I don't know, I'm not in the boardroom discussions, but I do wish them well. I'm very grateful that they're passionate and that they care about content creators and for people that are, you got Joseph Periscope out. Louise, you're shaking the table, son. You can come over here. I, Louise, I was so jealous when my friend got his camera. My friend got his camera from Periscope. I'm like, what the heck? They sent you a camera. I felt so left out, and I was like this closet jealous. And but I will say, within about a month after that, I reached out to. Well, I think they reached out to me somehow. I forget. Insta360 in China, and they sent me ones. I'm like, man, thank you. You know, I just wasn't a part of the beta program, which is fine. Um, and I didn't even make any money off of that, but I did have a promo code and all that. And they actually gave me two cameras. They gave me the iPhone version, and they also gave me the Android version. So I wish I kept it. I should have kept it just for nostalgia. I think I gave it to somebody. I can't remember why, but Annie, yeah. So she was head of community, if I'm not mistaken. See, we needed more people like her. Is that what is that? The real seven DJ name? You know what's amazing about the 360, and I guess it was kind of like people are just they're not ready for it. Those are Twitch emotes. Can't see. Oh, okay. It's Bopino 45. But what was I talking about? With the 360, people just it it was kind of a novelty, but I think people like the Flash. If you guys ever watched the Flash, man, he is on a whole nother level. You watch it on Twitch. I'm hoping that my broadcasts on Twitch don't appear as spam. Yeah, because on Twitter will shut down your account if it keeps getting, and there's no organic engagement, because it shut down one of my other accounts because I kept doing live broadcasts and I wasn't really engaging organically, and he shut down that and he said it was in violation. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm at a place right now. I'm debating if I should get. So here's on my list. Should I get the Insta, uh, the 360 Nano, I think it's called, or there's another camera by DJI called the Osmo Action. That's one of my. It's on my list. Or GoPro, but everybody uses GoPro, so I'm like, and GoPro's not cheap either. They're kind of expensive. So, but anyways, I I'm curious to see with Habs if we're going to be able to integrate cameras, GoPros, drones, those kind of things. Yeah, there's another Insta360. It's not a Nano. Did I say Nano? There's X1, X or something. Let me see. I haven't. I'm really hoping they allow you to integrate external camera devices, because if they do at Haps, then I'm going to get another drone. Mark my words. I'm going to get another one, and we're going to go live. So the Insta360, they have the Go, the One X2. Yeah. So they have the One X2, which is like $400. Did I get in the mic? who who are you? I'm Batman. Do you like it, Martin? Who are you? I'm Batman. You love it? Get in. You're stealing my show. This is my show. Like, okay, fine. Are you guys okay with my son waving his hand and distracting me? You love it? What's good about it? If you were to give me the top three things, Martin, what are the top three things that are good about the Insta 360 One X? You know, I can get the DJI Osmo Action camera for $200, and it's good. Like, how much better video do you need, really? You can compose your footage after you shoot it. Like GoPro, so the Hero 9 Black or the GoPro 9 shoots in 5K, and I'm thinking, who watches in 5K? Like, I don't know of any platform where it's beneficial. You know, the other thing I'm debating, and this is really up to Haps. So let's pray that Haps will allow us to go live with our drones. If they give support for drones, I'm seriously thinking about getting the DJI, the racing drone that they have. If you haven't seen it, yeah, you can crop it, and you've got HD resolution from other angles. Gotcha. Hey, David, how are you, man? Thank you for being here, David. David Lee. Are you in California or New York? Which one are you in? I think you're in one of those. If you shoot at 5K, so I guess the better resolution you can, yeah, that makes sense. It gives you more to work with in the beginning. That makes sense. I think it was a fad in one way, and there was potential, but I think where 360 cameras failed was there wasn't support for upgrading and editing. And I think what GoPro did was they just integrated 360 into their platform in the camera, and that's different, right? So, hey, Ann, how are you? From Periscope. Good to see you. And so, um, bro, you're making a lot of noise away. But where was we? Where was we? Where are you? 3D. Getting back to 360. The 3D was I had a 3D TV, and it's like we don't have it anymore. It's like, so I think the next level in 360 is if people start actually getting more of the goggles, those kind of things. Oculus Quest 2. Here's where we went. We went from Facebook or MySpace to Facebook to Twitter, which were short, poignant, no commitment, to stay with an audience, to Periscope, which launched the live streaming community in the world. Really, they launched it. They really did. Where now you got to stick with your audience for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hour, whatever, and you got to stay with them. And so 360 added another dimension to that, and that required even more commitment because now you got to turn around if you got the goggles. Now you got to move your phone around. So not everybody was willing to do that. And then here comes um, TikTok stories, which are shorter snippets. So do you really need goggles? I watch recent videos on YouTube without goggles. You don't need it. You just gotta move your phone, right? Or you can drag, right? Love being able to watch Louise and Dana. Dana did some good stuff too, out there in Europe. I keep forgetting to put you guys' comments on the screen, but Rios, yeah, Rios. I think so. What Periscope became was they became the leader in it, but I think where they lost sight of it was they didn't improve on it. Let me show them this. My son wants you to show you guys his cross.
I think God did.
Go with it and Chantel. Yep. Does it still work? I don't know. I think on the they kept the website up. Let me see my Periscope app is. I think you can still watch. I think it's going for. Oh, did I delete it? Oh no, I didn't. It's still here. Oh, you check the website. Oh, see, You can watch within. Oh, okay. I'm on Periscope, and there's only one. There's one viewer on Periscope. That's so funny. And I'm talking to myself. I'm gonna talk to myself. Does it work? Oh, it does work. Hello, hello. I'm on Periscope phone. That's cool. I'm on Periscope. There's three people on Periscope. What the heck? That's so funny. I'm on my phone. That's so cool. For all, but I think they're operating. So there's 110 viewers. Hello, Kisama, and oh, Martin's on Periscope, and Anne. Hey, Louise. Kia. That's so funny. For now. Oh, we're but can you can't go live from here though, can you? I can stop my broadcast? What? Interesting. Thank you, Jack Riley, for the award. Thank you very much. You can't go live. Okay. This is awesome. Now the comments don't show. Oh, they do show. Wait, it shows up as a Twitter comment. Nice. Okay, cool. If you try to go live, it says content creation failed. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could show you. I can't show you. No, no, I don't want. I don't want to mess up my. Hello from Periscope. You know what? I'm gonna stay on Periscope. This is awesome. This is so funny. Third party app. Do the hearts work? I don't see the hearts still. That's the only thing. And that's the other thing with Periscope is the hearts. You getting notifications? Has my birthday started yet? Which birthday? Birthday. Which birthday are we talking about? If you want to celebrate my birthday, you can't. Not my. Oh, not yours. They said they're going to turn off third-party API integration to Periscope at the end. Oh, okay. That might be because of contracts, right? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, there's 7 people on Periscope. 6 people. We keep boosting these Perry numbers. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Anne. I'm interested to see whether that's possible because the API is the same one using Twitter Live at the moment. Maybe that makes sense, Martin. So I forget what the definition of API is. Yeah, the tapping is important. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. What does API stand for? What does API? Application Programming Interface. That's what it stands for. Hams may know if they're signed up as a official API list. Oh, gotcha. You took your app. You took the app off, Sean. Periscope. You know, I was gonna go on April 1st, Louise, and I was gonna say Periscope is working. It's back. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. But I do believe if a major corporation bought them out, but whatever is left of the rights, I mean, I don't know. That's something. So, but I still firmly believe that if you're going to be an app that is in the social media live streaming universe, you better have something good. And right now, Haps is doing everything right. They're getting the community because at the end of the day, it's your content creators that build the platform. So if you don't go with them, who are you going to go with? You're going to go on your shiny platform. So there was another company called Gravy. There was another company. I can't remember the name because I was on that one too. Thank you, Louise. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys are following Louise Poppy. She is the premier broadcaster in the top 3, 4 broadcasters on the Habs right now. So make sure you're following her if you're not. I'll put her up real quick so you guys can. She's saying bye, everyone. Present on screen. There she is. Make sure you guys follow her. Subscribe. Actually, subscribe to her. Thank you for subscribing, Jack. I appreciate that. It's about that time for me too. I've actually been on for 2 hours. I just felt led to hang out with you guys. Thank you for being here. Um, I'm gonna do some self promotion real quick. Let's see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna promote the heck out of myself. Hold on. Um, so if you want to connect with me, you can go right here. You miss Scope, Kimberly? Yeah, we all do. So this is my website. If you want to connect with me, there's my website, therealglo.com. If you want to buy something, you can go to the store. We're gonna have to take these down, so we'll keep it up for probably another month. But we have these shirts where you can connect with us. So this is the Periscope satellite dot thingy. Where is it? Gotta refresh it. Well, so much for that. But anyways, we had these Periscope shirts. Oh, I gotta go there. Hold on. Online and coffee. We talked about it for a minute. We did. Let's see. I'm gonna present another screen. Hold on. There we go. So, where is it? Sorry, I'm really bad at technology. We'll just go back. I'm bad with it. Yeah, we did talk about it, but it's there's a lot involved going to do coffee. So, oh, here we go. Sorry. Let me show you guys real quick. So my wife came up. Well, she put all this up on our website. So we made these shirts. Look, so the Periscope logo with the so it's got Hawaii. I don't know if I can click on it. It's got Hawaii in there. I won't show it. Anyways, fail. Let's get out of that. It'd be nice if Periscope does reconsider, which we've pretty much invested a lot already in other platforms. So I don't know if it'll even be worth Periscope trying to resurrect. Yeah, I am from a PC. Yeah, and I gotta figure out how I can get better audio on my phone because I've been using my Google Pixel phone to go live. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it. It is officially a 2 hour mark. So I will figure out. I think I can schedule broadcasts on here, and then I'm gonna do. We're gonna do a giveaway. So I'll announce it on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's the real Greg Lopez on Twitter. It's the same on YouTube, Twitch, all the other platforms, Instagram, all that stuff. So uh, it's a pleasure to have you guys, and I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me. Thank you for just carving out that time of your day. I really appreciate that. You guys could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will follow you for sure. Let me see if I can. I will follow you on Twitch, Bill, because I don't see you on here on Haps. So, but yeah, thank you guys for being here. And if I don't see you guys on my next broadcast, who knows when that'll be. But as we always say, as I always say, love you guys. God bless you guys. Hui ho, aloha, and mahalo. All right, guys. Aloha.